Bondi, Bondi, Bondi. Hoka, come on into the running shoe rotation. Now, it's interesting. When I go to the hospital, I don't go too often. By the way, how we doing out there? Hope you're having a great day. Maybe I'll ask the question of the day now too as well. But anyway, when I go to the hospital, I don't go very often. I go, whenever we have a child. That's about the only time I go. I look down at the doctors' and nurses' feet to see what they're wearing, to see what they're walking around in, because they're on their feet all day, thousands and thousands of steps every single day. So a lot of times it's a Hoka shoe, and a lot of times it's the Bondi, is what I see. So I think, I'll say it. I think this could be a great walking shoe option as well. Now, it actually surprised me. Not an incredible final score, but it surprised me. Oh, the overall feel of the shoe, it's okay. The stack height's not wild, but pulling it out of the box, I could tell that, it could be a long run shoe, daily trainer, but it probably wasn't going to be the shoe for me in 2022 into 2023, and that's kind of been the case for the Bondi line. I've tested, I think, 2 or 3 others in the past 2 to 3 years, and let's do the twist test. Not twisting very much, maybe one goose. We'll go one goose across the screen. So it's just interesting to see what people who are on their feet all day, and actually raise your hand in the comments. If you don't have to say, if you're in the medical field, but if you do walk around all day, do you opt for a shoe like a Bondi shoe? All right, I digress. There's the upper scores, okay? I like the collar, the heel counter. Now, the lockdown is a little bit low because of the eyelet chain. I think they can continue to dial, it is a semi-gusset, continue to dial in that eyelet chain, how the laces are reacting to the top of the feet. It's fine, but it's not epic. But the ZoomX Invincible Run Flyknit 2 from Nike, which should be out here, but it is not. Their upper is, I think, overbuilt. All right, the Nike Invincible. Whereas the Bondi, I think they are on the right path. It's plush, but it's not overly plush, like way too much upper material going on, all right? So it is a memory foam through the heel counter. It's nice, okay? It feels really comfortable, and the tongue is padded quite nicely. If you don't like to feel the laces on the top of your feet at all, this could be the shoe for you. All right, solid upper, mostly the eyelet chain, but man, and let's do the heel counter test. Yeah, pretty strong there through the heel counter. All right, there you go, midsole CM EVA, compression molded EVA, and actually I think we're looking at upper 40s. It's a little hard because we've got some sole flaring happening. Can you see those ridges there on the midsole? Those are sole flares, just to add a little more midsole foam understep. Without completely, it's hard to describe. Without completely creating this wall of midsole foam, they kind of create this, just these flares out, and it adds a little bit of width to your overall landing experience through the foot strike. 51, interesting on the medial side. Now let's go understep because there is exposed. I'm getting 45 there. All right, so you got to get in a sense, and it's always a range, 47 there, okay? So it's not soft. It's not in the 20s or low 30s. We're talking mid to upper 40s for that Sure C durometer, high durability, okay? And you're not buying the shoe to go fast in. You're not buying the shoe to do a tempo run in. I'm going to just say right now, long runs, middle distance runs, and daily trainers where you're just kind of plogging along, all right? You're not really trying to pick up the paces at all. Not a fartlek shoe, anything like that. And maybe just some walking in the gym. You know what I mean? OUTSOLE impressed with how they placed this rubber, all right? I love the exposed CM EVA. Love that. Good work there. But I think this rubber is just going to go the distance. And that's why the durability prediction on the screen right now is pretty solid, okay? I just really like what they did with that OUTSOLE. All right, there you have it. Fit and comfort on your screen. A little bit narrow, just a smidge narrow in the vamp. And the vamp is the sidewall here on the toe box, okay? And I don't mind that, but I just wanted to let you know, and I did go true to size, of course, all right? There you have it on the outside. Maybe a decoupled groove in 2023, 2024 down the road, Bondi line. Okay, maybe the Bondi 10, a big decoupled groove would be nice. All right, so price point is a little zesty, $165. Maybe it's come down a little bit. If it has come down, we'll put that on the screen right now. But I think right out of the box, when it was released, it was $165. But I think with that durability, I think it's gonna go. So, oh man, goodness, wow, it's such a wide. I'm just looking at the outsole. It's such a wide landing, and I think people will really appreciate that. Who just I guess I would lean in the direction of heel striking. I really would. I don't know if it's so much shoe. I don't know if getting up on the midfoot to forefoot will be productive in the Bondi. 8 other shoes to buy. I had to think about it, but yeah, it's like basically all the max, high stack heights, maximalist stack height shoes, the favorites of 2022 and moving into 2023. I've talked about some of them. Man, I don't even know. And I put the NOVABLAST there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch, but the NOVABLAST 3, it's just, they added that girth, that volume to the midsole, and so it did change from the NOVABLAST 2, which a lot of people, thank you for your reports, are saying that they are preferring to pick up the NOVABLAST 2 over the 3 if they are not heel strikers. That's what I said in the full review, which I'll link to down below in the description. If you are a heel striker, I'd lean in the direction of the Nova 3 over the Nova 2 and vice versa. All right, there you go. Shoe quick specs one more time on your screen. Soak it in. All right. So again, not the most epic final score. Hold on, taking a sip here. Not the most epic final score, but it's good. It did better than I expected, and I think at the end of the day, it's going to be for specific runners and specific walkers, those on their feet all day. I got to say, big runners, 200, 225, 250, you big, strong runners out there, I think this could be a winner chicken dinner for you. All right, the big, strong runners around the world. Sound good? All right, everybody, full conclusion here. Tony, you get the comment of the day on your screen right now. Thank you, Tony. Pulling this from the Bondi 7, I do believe. And question of the day, speaking of the medical field, what do you think would be your ideal career, your ideal job? And maybe you're in it. If you're in it, raise your hand and explain how you discovered it. For all those in high school, college, maybe go down to the comments and read about the experience of discovering your ideal career, because there's a lot of veteran experience out there in the running world and in the life world here on YouTube, here in DGR. All right, everybody, onward we go. Oh, I should mention, it's coming up this week, okay? Deadline 2, and it's linked below to pre-order. The singlet is coming up this week, all right? January 21st, okay? So deadline is quickly approaching. If you have not placed your pre-order yet, you better get it in because we are going to print, everybody. All right, onward we go. We'll toss it to the Hoka running shoe playlist. Hoka running shoe playlist, right there. Onward and upward. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.